You're listening to WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network, Singles Talk Radio channel, where we take a lighthearted and candid approach to discussions on the journey of relationship loss, divorce, parenting, being single, relationships building, dating, and yes, sex. Join our listeners and begin living your best life.
Hello there. Welcome to WGSN-DB Digital Broadcasting, Going Solo Network. You're listening to the Business Showcase. I'm your host today, CC Schatz, author, radio personality, and CEO of My Friends Connect. And thank you so much for listening to us today. We love to have you, and we embrace you, and we are so glad that you are with us today. Today we're going to be featuring the Business Showcase, and I am so delighted to have with me Charlie Whitfield. Welcome, Charlie.
Hey, CC. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It is such a delight to have you. Now, you have your own company. It's a woman-owned and operated company, and it's called Whitty Apps. So tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get into doing the business that you're doing? And just inspire us this morning, Charlie.
Oh, CC, thank you so much. I started this business about 4.5 years ago after being asked to leave a corporate job where I've been in for about 18 years. And honestly, I really always wanted to start my own business, but I never had the belief that I could do it, that I could just step out there and do it, and especially in technology. Technology is wide and is varied. Most of what we do with Whitty Apps is software engineering and technology integration. Software engineering and technology integration, we build for content management systems, we build for SaaS, we build for mobile apps, mobile devices, smartphones. When it comes down to software and technology, basically everything is operated now with just a little bit of software and technology. Even in your cars, people are able to park their cars without even touching the steering wheel. So there's so much going on with technology, and this business started with the need to do something that will not just get me fired unless I fire myself.
Well, I'm amazed because, my world, and I'm a little bit more mature now, and my world has just changed, just dramatically. I mean, we've gone from, and I hate to date myself, and the listeners are going to be like, wow, but I remember being the first ones in our neighborhood to have colored TV. And I wow, our technology has exploded in my lifetime, and I can imagine how it's going to be in the future. But I want to commend you because I think, and am I wrong, that technology kind of started more into the man's arena, and women are now taking a hold of this and getting into the business, right?
Yes, you are correct. And honestly, CC, there are more women in technology than the world really knows about. I have met a number of women, although the numbers are small, but the women in technology are solid. And they've been there for a long time, but they're not really known because of the type of work that they do. For example, if I may,
yes,
a programmer or a coder, people never see the people actually doing the programming and the coding for a variety of things when it has to do with manufacturing, or even if it has to do with technology in the space of building or programming or coding for mobile technology. They're usually behind the scenes, so they're not really seen. And most of what you hear about or see or what's promoted is the nerds, the geek males. But there are a number of us in this industry, and we're a little more behind the scenes than we are in the forefront. It's not an easy industry to get into, and men do dominate. And I think it's because as young women, we aren't encouraged to do this type thing. Just as in automobile mechanics, you don't find a lot of women in that particular field. And we're not encouraged to get our hands dirty, or we're encouraged to do certain things that are stereotypically right for women. But, women today are always like, I think a woman like me and many of us out here, just like you yourself, are breaking the mold, are changing the way that we're seen.
Right. And I'm not putting men down for that. I just think that it's something that has evolved over the space of time, over generations. And I think women are brilliant. I mean, there's many, many brilliant women out there. And so that they, like women like you, are able to use their skills, their knowledge, and be able to excel. It's great. But I like to see business owners, and I talk to business owners I think like every day. And I love to be able to inspire them and showcase them and encourage others that are listening that if it's a business that you want to get into, or even if you want to encourage the business that you're in, the employer that you have, I hope that people will step forward and allow their minds to be able to be open and be able to grow within whatever environment, whether they have their own business or not. But business owners, someone having their own business is a total different breed of person, I think, because we like work nonstop. So,
yes, I agree. Thank you. Yes,
yeah.
It's nonstop, but it's a good nonstop.
Absolutely.
And I always worked hard and always wanted to do well in everything I've done in my life. And I work just as hard for myself and my family. I do, for my own business, and it gives me a greater sense of purpose, it gives me a greater sense of purpose.
And I feel that everybody works hard. I'm not putting anybody down because I think that whatever job they go to, they give all, their all, they work very hard. But to work in something that you truly enjoy doing, whether it is your own business or somebody else's business, whether you're an employee or not, but to really find your passion of what it is that you love to do and do that, it doesn't seem like work, does it?
Not at all.
I have to shut myself off. I have to say, okay, stop. It's 30 in the morning. You're supposed to be sleeping. But because you love what you do. And I know, Charlie, you love what you do. And it's a lot of technical information. But tell me a little bit more about apps and the things that you write, because when I go over the specialties you got information technology, healthcare IT, migration, network systems. Just tell us a little bit of an overview of what you do. So if someone's out there needing your services, they kind of know what you do and they can maybe contact you.
Thank you, Cece. One of the things I encourage business owners, especially people in large businesses, or they need our services, is what we do is we help you find a digital solution to a challenge you can be facing. For example, there's a company that were having issues in ethics and business conduct. They needed a way for the employees to know what was going on or to make right decisions and not have to worry and wonder about if the decision they're making is the right decision. There are things going on as far as bribery and those type things and what is considered bribery. So on their mobile devices, we created a mobile app where they can access this information right away. If they had a concern, they can contact the right people without worrying and wondering if they're making the right decisions. And it has really increased the employee morale, and it has helped the company to grow and not have to worry about the actual ethics and business conduct problems that they faced in the past. So we actually like to get in touch with the client challenges and building a solution based on the challenges that they're trying to do. People can get in touch with us on our website at Whitty WhiGiITY.com, or they can telephone us at 404-937-4058. Cece, we offer a 30-minute free consultation because people have app ideas that are monumentally wonderful. I do not move away from the app ideas because it's the app ideas that made Uber a billion-dollar company, Airbnb a billion-dollar company. It's the ideas. If you have an idea, don't be shy. Ask us, and we'll let you know exactly what it is that we believe that you can do. And that's something we offer people. And you know what else, CC? We're training people who want to get into technology how to build apps, giving them the opportunity to do that, especially veterans and their spouses. So if you want to learn, if you want to know more, it's important, I believe, to help people to better themselves. It's not going to come back naturally to you. That's just the way the universe works. But when you can help somebody, not only that, we get to pick the cream of the crop to work with us. So it has its own advantages.
Well, I like the idea that you can kind of think out of the box. So you can be a little bit different. And then if you come up with an idea that even if it's just an idea and you're kind of interested to see if it can go somewhere, to have your consultation to discuss it with you to see if it's something that can develop, because our world is changing. So we are constantly looking for different ideas, different ways of doing things to be more efficient. So I think it's great that you offer this service to be able to talk to people really one-on-one and be able to discuss things, whether it's workable or not. That's a great idea.
Thank you, Cece. You know, a lot of that has to do with education. When you educate someone on what it is they're trying to do, it helps them expand and what they're trying to do, what they want to do. But education is key in helping the actual solution to come to fruition, if that makes sense. So you tell me, okay, I have this idea, I want to do something with radio. And we'll sit down and we'll talk about it. If you decide to move further, we can do wireframes, which is like a storyboard. We can help you at different phases along the way. Maybe you want to build a prototype. Maybe you're looking for investors. There's so many things that you can do. But on the other side of that app that you see on the phones, there's a back office, there's a content management system, there's an administrative portal that we build. So all of it, we help the client to understand. And we do that all throughout the process. We don't just build an app for you or build a content management system or software as a service and say, here you go, and leave you. You have me for life, really, pretty much.
That's great. I love your openness and you're approachable, very approachable. So often people are not so approachable. I'd like the audience to listen and to feel a little bit more connected with you. So I'd like to share with them a little bit about what you do on your off time. And you do a lot with veterans, don't you? You help a lot of the women, veterans, and I believe you're a veteran yourself. Am I correct?
Yes, I am. I am a veteran. I'm a service-disabled veteran, owned small business owner, yes.
Yes, and you do a lot to help them to be able to really, with their own business, encourage, inspire, contribute a lot to those that want to maybe have their own business and be able to do that. And I think that's really great. I just want people to see that you are a real person behind the business, and I think that's so important to be touchable and approachable.
Oh, Cece, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And it's so important to be human in dealing with people. And without that, I think we lose a lot. We lose a lot when we're not. So I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Well, you're quite welcome. The thing is, a lot of times with technology, people feel like they're not getting that human aspect of it. And it tends to be a little bit everything electronic and all of this. But it really isn't if you connect with the right person that's going to help you fill your particular needs. And I think you definitely do that. Tell us a little bit about what you do for the girls. You created something for them. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
You know, we're working on a nonprofit, and the name of it is WhiGiIT. Just like a widget, you use a widget to do certain things. It's called WhiGiIT. Whitty Girls in IT. STEM-based, focused, science, technology, engineering, math. Girls not really interested. And one of the things I do when I speak to a number of women, young girls, middle school, high school, even starting off in college, when you think of science, do you like science? Well, not really. Well, do you like makeup? Oh, yeah. Well, that's science. It's called chemistry. And I think the mindset is huge. Changing the mindset and understanding what all of this is doing and what's involved in it, I think that's really huge. So last fall, before last, I worked with a group of girls, and we're building an app they're building their own app, actually. It's still being built because it can't be done in a day. And when you're training people to do something, it takes a little more time. But they're building an app that's going to help them stay connected with one another in their school. And the people who become alumni, they can always check in and see what's going on. It's like their own little Facebook page, so to speak, but it's just theirs and in the app. And they have to register and sign in and log in and have a password. And they're creating this themselves for themselves. So it's really wonderful, and it's really important, I think, to help young females to feel that they can do anything they want to do. And that is so true. We can.
Wow, you're such an inspiration. And I just love what you do. I love what you're about. I just think you're great being able to inspire people to be able to move forward in their lives. And having your own business, I know that when you step away from a big corporation, a large corporation, moving into your own business, it can be very scary. And it's a tough venture to take. I get that, what that's all about. So I appreciate you doing what you do and embracing others as you do it. So that is so great. Now, is there anything you want to share with our listeners before we end today? Anything about your business that we haven't touched on?
I would like to say that we are adding capabilities to our business outside of just mobile. We're doing more things with risk management, cybersecurity. And eventually, CC, everything is going to be robotic and even in artificial intelligence. And I just want people to understand that what makes all of these things operate is software. It takes software to operate hardware, whatever type of hardware it is. And so some of our capabilities, we're doing some restructuring and we're adding things on. And one of our biggest clients now is the federal government. So commercial and government clients are the people that we're working with and helping them to understand what they can do in the digital marketing space.
Charlie, let me ask you, do you ever partner with anyone?
Oh, yes. It's better in numbers, great minds, two heads and all of that kind of stuff really does well together. We partner with several different organizations, or we do teaming agreements. One of our partners, CC, is OutSystems. OutSystems is an awesome company. OutSystems has a tool that we utilize to help people to learn how to do low code. Rapid application development is the thing that's going on now. Coding is never going to be the same. It's not a drag and drop kind of situation, but it's actually learning to code using Java or .NET and doing it without having to know a lot of code. Have a technology brain or even know a little bit about business logic, and we can teach you how to code using that platform.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. That's very exciting.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So you guys were listening to Charlie Whitfield, and she is the CEO of Whitty Apps LLC. That's WHITTY Apps APPS LLC. And you can contact her on her website or just give her a call. And her number is 404-937-4058. And again, her website is www.whiggiapps.com. And thank you so much for joining us today on the Business Showcase. We appreciate it.
Thank you, CC. I appreciate you as well. I really do.
It was wonderful having you. Okay, well, this is CC with Going Solo, and thank you so much for joining us today. I think we're really broadening ourselves, looking at technology in a different way, embracing life itself. So I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for listening. Catch you next time. Bye for now.